We did it. Finally, we have reached 10 subscribers. Back here back in my house right now. You all asked for it. The Bomberman SMP Tour Part 2. Yo, I was actually waiting for so long for this to happen. Just for this to happen. It took so long. The reason is because turns out only nine of my family members knew my channel. Only 9. That is very low. Thankfully, they were. My mom had another account and she was able to subscribe on that account, so we reached 10. Alright, so we were here. Qatar. And, oh yeah, I remember. This is Qatar. This is the Bomberman area where you could play Bomberman. Yeah. So let's show you the rest. Mexico. Man, you better not mess with Mexico right here. Look how beautiful Mexico is. I actually like to call Mexico the cherry country because it's full of cherry blossoms. Actually, I call it the beautiful country. And would you look at this? There's a little ship on shore. And there's thousands of iron golems after the war. Yeah, if you want to know what the war is, basically the war was when Mexico was first discovered. It even has its own custom thing. Mexico. Kane from England. He decided to visit here. Gabriel. Isabella is actually one of the people. Is actually a real life person that actually works for us, Bomber Studios, which is very cool. And Mateo. Is it just me or the bees are cuter? Yeah, they just are cuter. Look at this. It's simply cubed. Because that's their back I'm using. So this is Mexico, the beauty land. Now let's go to the Netherlands. The second most attacked country ever. Now, as you can clearly see, right next to here, it's very strange because there's a desert. Oh, and there's this other country right next to it, Egypt. Apparently there's these structures, which if you don't know what it is, it's a bit of a good thing because apparently these structures remind of basically this is supposed to be all gone. Let me just remove it. Satisfying Sandra. Apparently this is a pyramid. Full of this ancient stuff inside it. Egypt is a regular town with my camel, Lawson Jr. And yes, that was a lot of iron golems. Wait, what does that have in the middle? That's actually pretty cool. As you can see, there's a stone wall border in each of these countries, the Egypt and the Netherlands. And Egypt also has another piece of land, which is, as you can clearly see, right there. Which the flags have never been changed. It's been actually a bit years since this has been here. Basically, it's an outpost tower to protect Egypt. And yes, it's as you can see, you can still see in Egypt, which is good. However, they cannot see the Netherlands because as you can see, this is from the ocean. However, there's something I need to show you. This is the Netherlands, which even though it's the second most attacked country ever, it's the third country. It was the third country ever discovered. This one too, as in second place. The first country ever discovered was France, the first country, which France decided to make Brazil as the fourth country ever made. So apparently, there's the Messiah side. Then there's the Netherlands, which there is thousands of sand here because of Egypt, and a lot of this too. But for some reason, because of this part of the terrain, the world accidentally glitched out and made the Netherlands, which is spruce biome, a short land of spruce biome. Now apparently, it's the second most attacked because of a war. And that war was when it was against its neighbors, Egypt. You see, Egypt was wasting time on most things, and plus they needed a bit of more land. Apparently, this temple here was discovered by someone, which was none other than Guard0121, the Nintendo Switch user on the Bomberman SMP. Basically, guards the place. Oh yeah, and there's also this, which powers the entire sea. Now apparently, turns out, because of this terrain of land somehow spawning due to a world terrain glitch, then this was normal. This was normal. Turns out, it was discovered in beta. One of my friends wanted to check the world on the exact update I made it, September 13th, 2020, which was when I made the world. And he turns out that if you just type in the seed, there's no Egypt. Egypt's land, the desert biome, is completely taken over by the spruce biome. But apparently because of this glitch, that means Brazil is nearby. So basically you can just go here and you can walk the bridge Basically, this bridge you can just walk through. Or run through. And then you come to this terrain of land. Rocky and with grass. This terrain of hill biome. And then you're in Brazil. The most largest. It's not the most largest country because France, the first discovered country, which is also the most largest country, being a very giant island. As you can see, Brazil in the future might not exist actually. The reason is because of its neighbor. Yes, another war going on between its neighbors, but right now the war didn't start, or is not in, or because it didn't even begin. It's against England. Apparently, the war could not begin because of the ice road, but also because of the World Trade Center, the Twin Towers. Apparently, these towers the World Trade Center is from Brazil. However, before the World Trade Center was even starting to be built, it was belonged to England. England's hotel is here. Although England is having a great time right now, especially in this piece of land, the English villager house. Now I know I might have already mentioned this before. There's thousands of deaths. However, there's a strange thing because Brazil is because the French Empire, because the German Empire, oh yeah, I'm gonna show you Germany soon. The German Empire is soon planning to actually take over the villager house, which is unprotected. You see, England is the most attacked country ever. The reason, it's the most, like most attacked to the chart, England, Egypt in third, Netherlands in second. I think I already mentioned that. But then what country's in first? Why it's England? But why is England most attacked? Because most pillagers are trying to take over. If you don't know what pillagers are, they're basically villagers but mean. They basically try to take over the village, or for this example, England. England decided to make a border, so now they can't come. However, two things happened. A sniffer named Sniff sadly passed away in England. He was having a great time, but then there was a war of the pillagers again against England. Now, while England was fighting, the border was not made. Because the border was not made, the Sniff was outside. Because of that, he couldn't get inside and was sadly shot by a pillager with the crossbow. And then there was the Great Marcelo, the Iron Golem. Now that does sound like the Brazilian soccer player Marcelo, but no, it's not him. It's like Marcelo the Iron Golem. He was in the greatest war ever. If they lost the war, it wouldn't have all. If England lost this war, one of the wars, which basically was called the first, which was called the English Revolution. Basically, it was when England first became a country. Basically, England was always a country. back in 2022. Sorry. England was a country since for 1 year. It was for 1 year because of 2023. Now it's 2 years. For 2 years, England has been a country. You see, England was first an abandoned village. We decided to do and we didn't really care about it until we found the French island, the island that is now, as we know, France. Apparently, the French of the Bomberman SMP decided to settle here. However, the houses and the village itself was all broken. Therefore, they had to fix up some blown up holes and stuff because of the tech that made the village into an abandoned village. And then, they decided to do this. They decided to make a brand new country. Instead of France, it's now England. That's how England was made. You see, England wants to be in peace. However, the pillagers discovered that this town, which was now England, was discovered and is now rebuilt. Because of this, the pillager empire is so angry that they do 5 wars on England, and yet they lost. And they always lost. However, the first war was difficult, difficult because there was no stone brick barrier. Because there was no stone brick barrier, the pillagers can just come into the village and burn everything down. However, there was something going on this time because they realized they were messing with the greatest pieces of the French Republic or the French Empire, which has now become the English Empire. As you can see, this is the English flag, or a replica of the English flag. Apparently, look at all of these iron golems. The reason they're here is because when they were attacked in the first time, and there wasn't that much people, England was struggling so much because they just opened this. It was the first biggest building ever when it was first made. It was called the English Hotel. For this one, it's called the Spark Hotel. It's actually now called the Spark Hotel. However, something happened. The Twin Towers became taller than the Spark Hotel, making the hotel lose its medal of being the tallest building, of course. However, it still has the medal because the towers aren't actually finished building. That's it. So now, let's go to the 2 abandoned countries, which will soon become very famous. Just kidding, we're not going them. But if you want to, they're Italy. It's Italy and Japan. Yeah. To the Japanese and Italians, I'm sorry that they are abandoned because we decided to do the land. However, we are having trouble about one thing: the villages. For some reason, after my friend left me all alone, it's been gone. I've never actually known how to make it. So let's go to France. Just ignore it. Seems to be not loading. Oh, there. Sorry about the glitch. So basically, this is the spawn base area. The meeting room used for meetings. Plans, airplanes working on landmarks. So apparently this is just a normal town. However, this entire island is France. And if you go forward, you can see beautiful Paris. You know, me and my friend, which is at Xfinity Low, or Xfinity, he actually made a Bomberman SMP tour earlier than me, because I didn't actually have a channel when he made that video. As you can see, we were actually planning on making the Eiffel Tower here, but we've never succeeded. Now it's a land plot for house, which is 10,000 emeralds. You see, there's like those people, these French people. Apparently, the French are trying to make their planes. However, they're trying to make them into the fastest, which is not going so great. Ooh, this looks like a mouse. Wait, what is that? What is this? You will not believe what I'm gonna do now. Look, this is just an ordinary mountain. Nope, look. It's regular. It's so big. Literally underneath it, there's a... Yep, there, right there. Skulk. Just as I expected. Because, yep, there's also a mine here. Because this area is actually where the ancient city is. Hold up. You know what? Never mind. So yeah, that was basically the inside of the French mountain. There's the French caves, and then the French Ocean, which it turns out was where one of the sniffers named Edison was found. Now apparently, some people can, yes, you can join this world. However, it might take a while to make a perfect house. So for that, we decided to do this. And we made, and look. Mbappe was born here, like the sniffer. Sorry if I'm using copyrighted names, okay? It's just that it's very hard that I have to replicate other players. Well, I love soccer. So basically, there's a farm here, a sniffer house, the French one, and here's the house. And this, you might be thinking, oh, it's just a normal house. It's like, nope, it's not. Here's why. Here's a tour of this place. So apparently, this is the girls' house, where all girls in the Bomberman SMP can stay here. Yeah, they get to stay here. And finding the stairs is very hard. And here's the other room, which was never finished. It's basically just an attic. And here is the boys' room. For all boys that joined the SMP. Basically, we're going to get some things ready here. Things ready here. Things ready here. And things ready here. Apparently, I'm going to do it later, though. But it turns out, I'm actually making this video, and after I uploaded this video, I'm actually working on the Plush War 2024 trailer. So basically, and then I'm going to upload it to YouTube, which is very hard because it's very hard to upload trailers and movies from iMovie. Honestly, iMovie is very cool. iMovie is very cool especially for me because I have a Mac. Not telling you what types. Mac OS. No one really cares. England and Brazil. Basically, in here, you basically pretend I'm in survival. Basically, you're here. Go to England and Brazil. Okay, I want to go to Brazil. But for some reason, you're here in England. What are you gonna do? It's simple. You go here, where this pool is. You press this button and you get a boat. Then you go up the ladder. Be careful though, because you might fall. After that, you're gonna put it in the ice. After that, you can just eat and you're on the way. Notice that hard. As you can see, there's the World Trade Center, aka the WTC. Just press this button and you're ready. And I'm here in Brazil. You can do the same thing for the World Trade Center. I remember I woke up one day and then I saw the World Trade Center North Tower on fire. Well, guess what? The tower never fell. Look. There's also the 2020. There's gonna be soon the 2024. Like Sniffer World Cup. So basically that's it for now. I hope you liked the video, and and in order to join the Bomberman SMP, this only works on Bedrock Edition, or aka Pocket Edition, which basically means you can play Minecraft Bedrock Edition or Pocket Edition. In mobile games, in mobile, it's Pocket Edition, which is the same thing as Bedrock. You can join this SMP on mobile, PC, Bedrock Edition. Basically means Windows. Hold up, I forgot what I was saying. Oh my god, I don't want to restart the video. But it doesn't matter. So basically, you can play on mobile, PC, PlayStation 4, 5, and 5. Nintendo Switch, OLED, like any type of Nintendo Switch, and Xbox, any type of Xbox basically. And that's pretty much, I think, it. So, bye. Hold up, I need to do the emote. Bye.